Are the NDP and Liberals faking support? Is Mark Carney yelling "shut up" to reporters? And is Pierre being thrown under the bus constantly? Absolutely. Welcome back to the Freedom Pines podcast. I'm your host, Jamie A.B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget that I'll be here every single day letting you guys know what the other news is going on around, the other parts of the internet that the media doesn't cover, to make sure you guys know what's happening on all ends of the spectrum. Okay? So let's get into it today, guys. I'll have you guys know that I don't think I can put this on YouTube, but someone was a heckler last night at the Mark Carney rally, okay? And they asked him what he has done with Jeffrey Epstein, okay? And it was actually more vulgar than that. I wouldn't have said what he said, and then the response from Mark Carney was so strange. He turned around and chanted a couple of things, but nobody knows what he's saying because it was in French. Mark Carney gets weirder and weirder by the day. I'll tell you guys that I have been studying, I've been researching Mark Carney, okay? And there's been some interesting things, so I'm going to be doing a video deep diving into Brookfield and Mark Carney. We all know that he called this election this quick because he doesn't want us to figure out all of the stuff that he is part of. I would just like to say, though, that 2 months ago, if Luigi Mangione did what he did to someone like that person, the left would have cheered it on. And now they're voting for it. So, that's the left for you. I'm talking, this man is rich. There's CEO, and then I'm pretty sure there's above CEO, and that's Mark Carney. And we're all trying to figure out what his connections are to China, which is why I am digging into all of this. But the Globe and Mail is running smear campaigns. The Globe and Mail and someone else. I can't remember. I think it's the CBC. Obviously, it's the CBC. And I will say that Mark Carney is having to deal with the tariff response. And I don't know if this man has any respect or understands what's going on, because what's very strange to me is that I'm listening to these podcasts, okay? If you want to go listen to it yourself, just type in Brookfield podcast and they've on YouTube, and they've got every single one that is there. And Mark Carney is in one from, I think, about 6 months ago. And he seems very chill, very calm, very nice, even very different demeanor. I don't think, and you know what, during this entire stunt, it has been obviously rumored for so long that Mark Carney was going to take over for Justin Trudeau. And Mark Carney, there was rumors that he didn't want to do it. Now, I don't know if that's true. I think that would be true, because if I were Mark Carney, knowing the amount of stuff, knowing the fact that I have been friends with Ghislaine Maxwell, do you really think in the time where there are so many internet detectives that we will not find out what you're about, Mark Carney? Where's your wife? The people are literally being like, oh, Pierre is like Elon Musk with his kids. And then every single person responds, oh, like this with Justin Trudeau with his children on the campaign trail, because we all know that the left are insanely hypocritical. Essentially, Mark Carney is just a giant landlord. I'm talking lots of I'm seeing numbers that say trillion, okay? And I that's not something I'm psychic about. I feel like I was just a tarot card reading that. No. I have heard them talk about trillions of dollars. So, I don't know. Mark Carney gets more globalist, more elitist, more rude and disgusting. And I do not understand this. Okay, I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent as we get into talking about the NDP, because the NDP could have had this in the bag if they switched leaders. I made a YouTube and TikToks 3 years ago. I started talking about this. I said NDP better hold their people accountable, and same with the Liberals. They better hold Jagmeet Singh accountable, because they're going to lose the next election so bad if they don't. And I don't know. I'm at the point where I think that more independents are going to pull more seats than the Liberals or the NDP, because they're literally faking numbers. I was watching Northern Perspective before this, and they're supposedly using mirrors to make their rallies look a lot more full and bigger. Why would they do that? To make everybody else scared that, or make it seem like they have tons of support when they actually, and we all know that they don't. Now, that's something both the NDP and Liberals have been accused of, but then we're going to talk about over here, where we're going to talk about Rachel Gilmore doing an interview Jagmeet Singh doing an interview with Rachel Gilmore at her house. Now, I'm going to show you some clips, I'm going to show you some clips from Kareem Assad, who is a journalist, and let's look at these. Because you know what? After he brought this up, I thought, yeah, that's a good question. Okay, before we watch it, I forgot to put this on. Sorry, Karima, I kept your thing in. Is this not the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life? This comically long video of them trying to get into this. It reminds me of Parks and Recreation, which I'm pretty sure Rachel Gilmore is on that bus, but I could be wrong. We'll find out in a minute.
Mr. Singh, do you think it was professional to do media interview with Rachel Gilmore at her apartment? Mr. Singh, how did that accommodate?
I'll tag Karima below. But if you're not following Karima on X, you definitely should be, because she puts out amazing content. And she is in the middle of protest mania right now. Hashtag protest mania is like her, mania is her little hashtag she's got going on right now. And she's getting all of the good footage of Charlie Angus literally being physical with people. Oh my goodness. I do not know what's going to happen to Northern Ontario, guys, because I have some bad news. But yeah, there's everywhere I go, there is NDP and Liberals. Guys, the last time we have Anthony Rota, the person who was kicked out of the Liberal cabinet for inviting the Yahtzee, even though we know it was Justin Trudeau. But it just amazes me that the last person that we had from Liberals brought a Yahtzee into the House of Commons, and yet our area specifically is still voting for Liberal. I'm about to have an aneurysm, you guys. And I see absolutely no Conservative signs. And before you say anything, you guys, I don't think you understand how injured I am from this stupid thing. Okay, when I go grocery shopping, for the one day a week that I go grocery shopping, I come back like today and I am dead. Okay, I am dead. So no, I cannot go and go door to door. That's why I use my voice online. But I'm just saying, Pierre, you should have a rally in Northern Ontario, because I've never seen so much support for the NDP and Liberals right now. Anyways, Pierre announces tax cuts for seniors and TFSA top up. Now, don't ask me what that second thing is, but for seniors, that would help a lot. And maybe it would get him the vote for seniors, because why are seniors? Oh, I know why, guys. They listen to CBC all the time. They are the only ones that still have cable TV. I don't know about you guys, but I do not have cable TV. I am literally watching Northern Perspective, Mr. Sunshine Baby, The Pleb, Jasmine, Lane, Elevate every single day. And all of the other ones that I watched before. I watch Candace Owens every day too. Yes, I am a stay-at-home mom. Okay. And the left are consistently attacking Pierre about Schmishmorshman, and he has been open about he's not touching that. Okay. Thankfully my clips are going viral on TikTok right now of my favorite moments of Pierre Poilievre. But like I said before, I didn't vote in the last federal election, because my grandma was dying, because they had it during a pandemic, one that they were shutting down cancer clinics for, because that's what she died from. But you would have thought, looking at my feed, that the NDP were going to win that. I'm not joking. The amount of stuff that they push on TikTok is crazy, whereas the Conservatives are not even on TikTok. And that's probably for the best, you guys. Okay. There's been some rumors that Brookfield might have helped Elon Musk purchase X. I am looking into it. So make sure you guys are following, because I'm covering the election. I'm covering Mark Carney. I'm covering it all. And I will be there election night in Ottawa. And I will be live. Don't worry. So if that interests you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the daily report. Bye.